Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up! Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaemiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro-zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hut decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, consider this, no one will lose their... Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted... Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will. So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
Time for takeoff.
This ends now.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
You're toast! Race you! That really hurt! Nice and spicy!
Strike dead!
Here we go! Insubordination!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Let's play!
Lightning slap!
Here we go! This realm is no home for a princess.
Strike dead!
Brace yourself. Ow! Boba, get them!
Evasion is futile.
Nice and spicy!
This ends now. Evasion is
By
futile.
royal decree!
This ends now.
Water!
Evasion is futile. Strike dead. This ends now. I will mold you.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Following thunder!
All will be severed.
Oz, reveal the... Nice and spicy!
Think you can get away?
Boba, get them!
All desire can be broken. All will be severed. This one, a fleeting shadow. Your verdict is decided.
Time for takeoff.
This one, a fleeting shadow. All will be severed. Thunder.
Think you can get away?
Your verdict is decided. All will be severed. Your verdict is decided.
Following thunder!
You're toast!
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Race you!
Time for takeoff.
All will be severed.
Boba, get them!
Thunderclap!
Yep.
Shadow Raiden, let night fall!
Here we go.
Help! We decay!
This one, a fleeting shadow.
Think you can get away?
Insubordination!
Your verdict is decided.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
This one, a fleeting shadow.
Boba, get...
Following thunder!
All desire can be broken.
This is not the end.
Time for takeoff.
Your verdict is decided. Thunder.
Shadow Raiden, let...
Yahoo!
Acid right hand!
This one, a A fleeting shadow.
Thunderclap!
Here we go! You're toast!
All will be severed.
Think you can get away? Midnight, Phantasm!
This one. A fleeting shadow.
Nice and split!
Lightning slash!
Your verdict is decided. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
One shall descend once again.
This one. A fleeting shadow.
Brace yourselves. Nice and spiked.
Lightning slash!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
What? Another bad one?
Talk to the Electro Arconte.
No, let me try again.
Narukami, please. See that he
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here.
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh,
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to... The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of... I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. Well, what's done is done. And I hardly think we'll be getting it back now. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you...
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead, or... What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost. Still, there is one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human
Ugh! Not the Fatui!
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken...
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Say whether it's coincidence or destiny. I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change.
Morat's told us. He said that the
Yes. The truth of the matter,
twin god?
they won the Archon War together, And when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both as far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other. In fact, the name Baal and the title of
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a...
Losing her sister must have been super.
That was when A began to change.
Paimon feels like she understands.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you... But if you still have doubts about A, I would... Not only does she not fit your description, that's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could...
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish... As for your sister's whereabouts, I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easier...
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of...
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land, but their obsession gives rise to some... In Sumeru, knowledge is whole...
Knowledge?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord
Lesser Lord Kusanagi?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world.
Who in their right mind would...
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. But your ambition should be something that transcends the world below, and perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within. Continue on your journey.